Hello, this is Daniel Mark, and today I will be doing a review for episode 4 of season 1 of The Walking Dead, Vatos. So, as review goes, basically quick summary, likes and dislikes, and the rating, as usual. Um, so Vatos, season 1 wise, it's actually the best episode of season 1 of the whole series, not by a long shot, honestly. I mean, with the episode we had yesterday, um, you know, but it's in the middle series wise. Season 1 wise, it's the best episode. Period. Yeah. Basically, after the quick summary will be that after Merle was left, um, Dale, Rick, not Dale, Daryl, Rick, Glenn, and T Dog go back. From the previous episode, they go back to the rooftop where Merle was left, and they only find his severed hand because he amputated to escape. And they basically, maybe the first 20 minutes of it were really just trying to find Merle until they realize he left the city um, by cauterizing the wound, you know. Um, After that, a group of basically Latino thugs, hence the episode name Vatos, kidnap Glenn because he got the bad guns. There's some After that they do eventually get Glenn back. Um, you know, because they negotiated with the Vatos after seeing their situation. Well, not exactly negotiate, but they saw their situation. Help another group out type of thing, and they got Glenn, and eventually when they head back, there's this huge walker attack. This walker basically invades not the prison, the Atlanta campsite quarry. Everyone say survivors. On the background, survivors are gone. Um, Besides them, Ed died, Carol's douchebag husband, and Amy died. I mean, yeah, this actually was my favorite episode of season 1. Period. I mean, this episode was very, very season 1 wise intense. Um, yeah, the Vatos, the group of Vatos they had, what was it, Felipe, Miguel, y Guillermo. Okay, I may be saying this Latin because I'm half Latin, but And then they had Abuela, the old lady. That was in English translation. That would be grandma, grandmother, however you want to say it. Yeah, and they're interesting. Guillermo, he's a decent leader. Trying to protect his group. His actor's name is Neil Brown Jr. He was a decent actor for Guillermo. Something interesting for those who don't know. Originally he was supposed to be like a Walker extra, but then they decided to go this route, and well, then I guess the group leader. Get this guy? He looks Hispanic. He looks badass for a badass Latino type of thing. Let's get him. Yeah. Miguel was a skinny white dude or skinny Hispanic white dude, however you want to say it. Yeah. He was blonde hair. He was on that Daryl kind of kidnapped. Um, okay, so far that's Guillermo, Miguel, and Felipe. He was the bald guy, I believe. He was the bald guy. Was that Felipe or George? No, that was Felipe. Felipe. He was the bald guy. His actor was Noel Guglielmi, something like that. Guglielmi. I don't know. I'm really just reading the name, his last name. He was also a pretty decent actor. Miguel. Oh, forgot to say Miguel's actor. His was Anthony Guajardo. I mean, yeah, really, those are the three Vatos you have to really circle around. I mean, one of them got shot in the ass. One of them was like the Rick's prisoner for a while, and well, wow, reading for like almost half an episode. And Guillermo was the leader, so yeah, G. Um, yeah, it was a pretty good episode. The Walker attack at the end of the episode, that 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 was based on the comics. You know, that was based on a scene in the comics. So yeah, only to be fair, in the comics, the background survivors didn't exist. Ed didn't exist, so technically only really Amy died. So yeah, but you know, you still have the Walker attack being, but TV wise, it'd be more realistic to have more survivors inside the actual group. Um, but they did have actually pretty decent amount of survivors in the comics as well. But here in the TV show, they weren't. They really won't be introduced to like season 3 or never introduced. No, yeah, season 3 they'd be introduced. Um, it was a good episode. That's why I like dislike. It's still the first season. You still have your problems. You still can't have those high drama TV actors to hire. You have to have those low, maybe Broadway type of actors. I don't know, but still the acting was pretty good. But yeah. I mean, with just this one part, I guess. I mean, half of it. I understand why you put it. They need to let Rick, inside the not the orphanage, the retirement home. But in the other side, it seemed kind of filler. Filler. Like they didn't want to waste. They needed the whole hour, so they just added something. And that's when the old guy, Mr. Goldberg, had the asthma attack. That seemed like filler. I mean, if something's gonna happen inside the community, not the community, but the inside the retirement home, at least make it seem, at least make it seem somewhat realistic. Not realistic because it was pretty realistic, but more severity or something. I mean, another part that seemed like filler was the beginning. Where Amy and Andrea are on a boat. That seemed like filler. Now, I mean, that was total filler. I mean, it's like, okay, yeah, they're just talking about their life before the apocalypse. Okay, I know you have to have like some type of character development, but at least make it interesting. That really just bored. I mean, when I saw that, I'm like, crap, this is gonna be a bad episode, like a so episode. I mean, you have to remember, I was like maybe 9 or 10 when I was watching this the first time, so But still, I could tell already this is this is gonna be an episode. Yeah, yeah. But they did good with it after that. But that seemed total filler. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, you had some pretty good Walker deaths at the end. Um, yeah. Now on a scale, now time to rate the rate on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, and 6 being decent. I'd have to put this at a 7. A 7. Yeah, 7. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've pre. Okay, now I did say this was my favorite episode of season 1, but and I'm not completely sure, which is why I'm hesitating right now. That I'm not sure if I said it for the first or the second episode of this season, but I said I think I gave. I'm not completely sure. Pretty sure I gave one an 8 or a 9, but I still say this one's my favorite episode because even though I gave those a higher rating, I say this one was more interesting. Yet the storyline was still kind of shaky. Well, this is Daniel. Well, kind of shaky at times, but low budget and everything. Well, this is Daniel Mart. comment below, subscribe to your friends, give me ideas if you guys want, by commenting below. And well, this is Daniel Moore, and bye.